And welcome back to the Ales and Fails Twitch stream. I am your host, Ale Wolf, today with another episode of our saga in the Lilat system as we try to tackle Star Fox 64 one more time, at least one more time for the foreseeable future. The idea being that we'd like to do a run through the harder set of planets. Last time we played Star Fox 64, you will remember that we had hit a snag in, what was it, Zonus, and thus we were not able to make it to Sector Z. Let me see if I can quiet this down for a second. Maybe if I can just leave it in the start menu for now. Yeah, so we ran into an issue in Zones where we had to hit some searchlights, and unfortunately we were unable to do so. Before we do that, of course, we are going to pour our drink for the next hour or so. I've had this one on stream before. This is a Victory Golden Monkey, which is an American Belgian style triple ale. I can only assume that they don't call it a American triple because of proprietary reasons, much in the way that you can't call sparkling wines that are not made in champagne. This is, let me start over. A Belgian triple is a type of beer that was originally made in Belgium, of course. With a long, rich history. They're very aromatic drinks. I've gone through this a few times on this stream, but you have a series of beers that, they start with Belgian doubles, go on to Belgian triples, and then you encounter the wall at Belgian quads, which are your strongest beers. They generally increase in alcoholic content in that order. I like to think doubles as twice as strong, triples 3 times as strong, and quads 4 times as strong, but the mathematics don't actually add up in that way. It's a simple rule of thumb. Interestingly enough, while doubles and quads are darker in character, triples actually tend to be golden. And so I'm gonna go ahead and pour this guy over here in my Belgian tulip glass from Brasserie de Chouf. Hopefully not make any mistakes in the middle of stream. That is a very soothing background noise for this sort of activity. Hopefully you are enjoying it too, dear viewer. So as I was saying, Belgian triples are generally golden in color. They're very similar to Belgian golden ales. I would say that the main difference between a golden ale and a triple really well, first of all, it's fairly difficult to tell the difference, but if I had to say one thing, it's that triples themselves tend to be slightly sweeter than the Belgian Goldens. All that being said, they're incredibly aromatic, filled with tons of phenolics, which are very common from Belgian beers. One interesting character about Victory Golden Monkey itself is that not many American breweries can actually make decent triples, and this one is actually quite decent because I believe they've taken a lot of the yeast that's specific for Belgian triples, made a triple themselves, and kind of just added hops back to reflect an American character. Hops are fairly big in American beers, and so I think this is a nice confluence of flavors. All that being said, fang and ale, my friends. So very aromatic, spicy, even like Belgian beers, but a dry finish, which is very common of Western and American beers. Okay. So, right on business then. So, as I said at the top, we're trying to run through all the difficult planets in this particular run. Don't have to aim for particular scores. It's just about getting through the thing. So we'll hit Corneria, Sector Y, Aquas, Zones, Sector Z, Area 6, and finally Venom 2. I'm actually going to make generous use of save states, simply because I don't want to find myself in a situation where I start a difficult planet without my beloved double lasers. But who knows what will happen. I just love the sound of the waves on that. The closer you get to the ocean, you hear it.
Get back here! Slippy, watch out! Bogey on your tail!
Whoa! Help me! Thanks, Fox. I thought they had me.
Another one bites the
Entering Cornelia
dust.
City now. This is horrible.
Ah, missed that.
Everybody stay alert!
That was a foolish mistake. Ah, run. Behind you?
You've got an enemy on your tail! Use the brake!
Certainly love how iterative the difficulty is in this level. Very common in Nintendo games.
I'll take this one. Get the one behind me.
I guess I did not need to do that.
Something's wrong with the G diffuser. Use the boost to take.
Nice.
I guess I should be thankful.
I'm wondering if getting extra laser power-ups actually repairs my wings. I don't know that that's ever actually been confirmed, or at least nothing that I read in the strategy guide. And that was stupid. Very stupid. There we go. That's when we needed to do that.
Pretty smooth flying, Fox.
You know, in terms of having to repeat several levels every time you do a run, I find that Corneria is actually quite enticing. It's very reassuring, very welcoming to the game. It reminds you of all the mechanics that you need to use for the rest of the game. And I feel like there's targets to hit that you won't always hit every time, and so not every run is the same. Why do I keep doing that? Jeez. Just slamming myself down. Ha. Okay. Ridiculous.
Someone wants to play. Incoming enemy from the rear. Drop altitude.
Drop something, alright.
Enemy shield analyzed.
Deploy all units. Charge! I've got a present for you.
I just don't have the trigger finger I used to anymore.
That's it, spot. Aim for the open spot.
Always.
Yeah, it's working. Hey, who are you guys?
We are Star Fox.
You'll never defeat Astro! We're heading out. All aircraft report.
How mauled are you guys?
You did it! I was worried for a moment.
No, you weren't. You crazy.
You're becoming more like your father. I'm fine. You okay over there, Fox?
Okay. Let's move on now to Sector Y, and I believe the finish requirement here is actually getting about 100 points in enemies. So let me go ahead and save this. How do I? I was fairly certain that's not what I meant to do. How do I call up the suspend menu? Ah, it was just the minus. How quaint. I was fairly surprised. I think in the Super Nintendo Switch application, it's actually pressing the two shoulder buttons, so that was a little unusual.
Fox, we're under attack. Help us out here.
I'm on my way.
My senses are already under attack. Yes, we get it. Alright, shoot everything.
Let's back up the squadron. Somebody's gonna pay for all this. Don't let any of them through!
Something's wrong. I don't see anything.
Unfortunately, whenever I try to rack up points in this particular game, it's generally the case that I end up shooting my teammates, so assume that everyone will perish.
They're trying to get through!
Just bounce off the walls like a fool.
Fox, you're supposed to shoot them
Yes,
all.
yes, I don't need your commentary.
Knock it off, Fox!
Right.
The enemy's coming from behind.
Oh. I wonder if those are even shootable. Destructible. Alright, at least we got that golden ring assurance now.
I've got everything above.
Ah, that was a close one. I don't know if it was worth it. Should have aimed and locked there. Ah, might as well just slam my body into the thing.
Knock it off, Fox!
Do you guys want results or do you want camaraderie?
He's quick! Take out there! We're gonna break through that fleet. Is that the best you can do?
Not under the circumstances.
Hey, what's the big idea?
And of course I skipped the one up. Very nice.
Something's up ahead. Looks different.
Now, if I recall correctly, the maximum you can get from the boss here is 11, 19. So if I finish them perfectly, I might get that 100 points, but here's not counting on it. Did I honestly thought that it just went into a cutscene.
These guys are tough.
There you go. Okay, so that's at times.
Good job. Keep up the good work.
Did that not count? Ah, jeez. Okay, so I guess we're just doing this one for the experience because we're gonna have to repeat it. Wow. What have I learned from my mistakes? Not enough.
Dang, I'm hit.
Yeah, yes, you are. So both of those would have been a +3, which is essentially a plus, which is actually a 4. Those would have been 8, and then this guy might have been a +11 total. So I believe I could have made it, but I think one of my teammates just stole that kill, which is what happened there.
What's wrong? Is that it? I'm coming for you.
Really, this guy is difficult to hit already without having him land on that battleship.
Jeez, quit moving around.
It's also just the darkness of space. Was I not smashing it? Okay.
Watch the radar carefully, Bob.
There's no point. He moves too quickly. Also, it's a giant bee.
What's wrong? Is that it?
Cocky little freak.
Okay. Yeah, so that would have been an 11 points, which means that we're not making it here.
All aircraft report.
Mission complete, but not accomplished.
I'm fine, I'm fine.
I've taken a few hits, but I'm okay.
Yeah, I heard you.
You worry about your own hide.
So 96 down, needed 4 more, which would have been perfectly aligned if I had gotten the kill on that sub-boss. Before I discard this run, yeah, of course Katina. Try one more time. Or one of several times.
Let's back up the squadron. Somebody's gonna pay
What?
for all this. Don't let any of them through.
Something's wrong. I don't see anything.
So missiles coming from above.
Surprise attack coming from above.
That got none of them, right? That's right.
Hold them. They're trying to get through.
Alright, nice, got all of them there.
Spot. You're supposed to.
I'm pretty sure I got all of them, dude. That's what that gold ring meant.
The enemy's coming from behind.
I never thought that you could actually get hit by those things.
I've got everything above.
What are even these things? Just like ship wheels or something? Okay, nice. There you go. What? Where did that come from? I was not warned, I tell ya. Trying not to do the barrel roll too much here. Just messes up my aiming really badly.
Quick, be careful.
Did he
We're
die?
gonna break through that fleet.
Who knows? Once it's off camera, it doesn't count.
Hey, Einstein, I'm on your side. Location confirmed. Sending supplies.
Okay, we're at 84. I think this should be doable as long as we get all the bosses. All range mode.
Enemy shield analyzed.
That's not the right button I wanted.
These guys are tough.
They're very fleety. They're not tough.
Geez, quit moving around. Hey, I'm hit.
Wow, seriously? It's only the times that I'm trying to kill these things fast that I encounter these problems.
Good job. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, boss. Come on, come on. Okay.
Don't body just yet.
Trying not to. Just about to bring out those glow sticks.
It's time to try our new weapon.
So the only way to get to this guy is actually to come from fairly far away and start shooting all the way in. Which is actually the same strategy I used for Brain Andros. Where are you? Where are you? I don't... Ah, jeez. I didn't even see that. Also not what I wanted to do.
What's wrong? Is that it?
Flippy's hit.
Really?
I'll take you guys out from the ship. Got you, little freak.
Whew, that was a lucky hit. Would you like to play a game of Lucky Hit? Okay, and I think that fulfills the requirement. And I got to keep my hyper laser, so maybe that's a victory.
We're heading for Aquid. Report in.
There you go.
I don't know what exactly went into that tabulation in game.
Improve, Bob.
I have killed enough people, therefore let's go to an underwater planet. Okay. Okay, then Aquas, which has the blue marine, the one planet of the game that includes the blue marine. I am not particularly fond of the blue marine itself. It really works like a fairly slow R-wing, but the one nice thing about it is that it has an unlimited supply of missiles, unlike the R-wing, which has a limited supply of bombs. That being said, I don't know how tough those missiles are.
Yes, sir. Deploy the Blue Marine.
Someone pull that lever. It's also more or less encouraged for you to spam those missiles because they actually provide light for the rest of the underwater stage. It's fairly dark in here. And so if we were having an issue with Sector Y, you can only assume that it's going to be that much more precarious over here. Also Blue Marine. He's wondering who thought about that particular moniker.
Check out the bioweapon.
Sure, let's check it out. Fortunately, this stage doesn't have a score requirement. It's a little more forgiving. Really, it's about surviving the mechanics of the Blue Marine. I do really like the music in this level, though. Reminds me of Dire Docks.
I'm sending the data to you guys.
All that data.
Shoot a torpedo to help you see.
You know, I might as well just spam the ball. This is ridiculous.
Looks like the pollution has started.
So one thing about Andros is he does love to pollute. Wow, destroyed that thing. I didn't know you could do that. Not only should I be spamming my shots, but I should also just be spamming my barrel rolls here. If anyone knows of a better strategy, please let me know.
Beautiful.
I'd love to see it, but me just shooting all these things makes it a little difficult to be
How's
seen.
the Blue Marine, Fox?
It's a good thing you prepared, Flip. This thing will never hold together.
Thanks for the confident vote there, Fakkel. Wow. Wait, what? What was I just hit by? I think I need to search out a gold ring.
Whoa! Watch out!
Do a barrel roll.
This is me trying. Well, at least the checkpoint is here. So that should provide some relief. And there he goes.
Look out behind you!
I can't do a barrel roll. Oh, I guess I should have just
Keep shooting.
braked.
We've got lots of torpedoes.
You're the best, Flippy.
You're the best in engineering tools of war.
This thing will never hold together.
Yes, thank you for that. Thing is, gotta get all these stars. Otherwise they blow up on your face. Ah, see, there you go. Fortunately, we've already got our duck. Duck. The sea stars are incredibly dangerous in this. See, it's just multiple hits, no matter what you do.
I got a bad feeling about this, Fox.
Could I get some energy back before the boss? So I'm at this point I'm essentially just hitting the missile button at the same time as the barrel roll, at the same time as the gun. Not a very majestic way to play. Aim for the eye, Gamma.
Enemy field analyzed.
Aim for the two columns.
Two water pipes there. Wow, okay.
Fire a homing torpedo.
That's it, Fox.
Got both of them? Okay. Jeez, these things are worse than those things in the third level of Ocarina of Time. Baronade, was it?
Fire a homing torpedo.
It's going.
That's it, Fox.
And now it breaks the shell wide open.
For the eye.
Beautiful. Stop enjoying that carnage. I think the missiles are actually the only thing that damage it. Everything else is just like making it stay alert, if you will. I don't know where all these pearls are coming from, but this is, oh, these things over here. Honestly, we just need to focus on the eye. And there we go. Got the 10 points without actually trying, but my thumbs are broke. Huh.
We're preparing to dock.
Beautiful. And if anyone just decided to jump in, we are enjoying a Victory Golden Monkey. Definitely a recommend.
Blue Marine came through. Slippy's not such a screw up after all.
I don't understand why we start with the notion that Slippy was a screw up.
I'll take the sky any day.
Cease, Falco. You too.
I'm also just interested to see what the size of this thing is. Is it comparable to the R-Wing where it's a single seater, or is it an entire vessel that can hold like the entire party? I don't think that they ever actually make a size comparison. I do believe that there is a size diagram in the Star Fox 64 guide though, but I'm not gonna look that up right now. And so Zones, this is where we failed last time. If you'll recall, the name of the game here is to actually destroy every single searchlight, which is a challenge, easier said than done. We're going to create a save point here. We've got our double lasers. We should have our double lasers. So I think we're as armed as we can be. Okay. Very nice. Toxic waste.
Affirmative, General.
I actually, the one thing I like about this place the most though is just the boss battle here. It makes you so specifically dependent on the bombs. Sure, we're sneaking in right now by smashing everyone.
I can't believe they did.
Can't believe they polluted the earth.
What a dump.
Or the Zonas.
I hear you, Slippy.
Watch out for the searchlight.
Let's take them all out.
Okay, so taking out all the searchlights, giving us a nice point boost. They're not very hard at the beginning, but they get trickier as the game proceeds, or as the level proceeds.
Stop. Get this guy off me. This is really
I thought I got it.
Ah, I'm hit.
This guy. Just this guy.
Follow your father's example, Pop.
Barrel roll? Is that my father's example?
We're closing in on them, Falco.
Ah, cat. Of course.
Take the right way, boy. I have the left.
Look at that help.
What are you doing here?
Is that any?
I am an ungrateful louse. Cat, what are you doing here? Very big fan of the pink. Did you even try?
Watch out.
So it looks like just destroying the searchlights is going to rack us a fairly good score in this stage, which is nice. Not that I intended on getting a medal, but
I've got somebody on my tail. Beautiful. I could kiss you for that.
let's go.
Aim for the rudder, Pop.
Wow. Gotta do this. Okay. So I think the searchlights change color if we miss one, which means that it hasn't happened yet.
Location confirmed. Sending supplies.
Beautiful.
Enemy tanker!
Now we start getting into the heavy metal. Wow, okay. Nice.
Here I go.
Why? Why do you go there?
Enemy fighter spotted! Take them down!
Make way for cat.
Look at that. One of the most helpful people in this star system. Don't bounce, don't bounce. Okay. One thing is, once you get into the soup,
These guys don't quit!
you bounce around like somebody getting stunned by Stone Cold. Searchlights again.
Company!
Okay.
That was a close call, Fox.
Wait. Okay. I think we still have all of them.
Jeez Louise, what is that?
Bombs.
It might be a trap.
It might be a trap. Okay, here we go. I think we got all the searchlights. And I love this guy.
Disrespectful little whelp.
My definition of an old sea salt.
Enemy field analyzed.
Okay, so it's destroy the turbines here. Okay, now just avoid the thing.
Adjust 10 degrees right. Higher.
Higher. This part is easy enough. The ball and chain is actually quite simple to avoid. Wow, okay.
Prepare to surface. Our section's ready. Engage.
So the unfortunate part here is that unless it's looking at you like that, the hit won't actually count.
His arm was tough. Use bomb plasma.
Why would I use them wisely? I should use them generously.
Drop the crane now.
Destroy the crane.
Shoot.
There we go, boss. And you're done.
Higher.
Wow. What an excellent laugh. Okay. Bah. I think we destroyed every searchlight.
All aircraft report.
So I think we're on our route to Zone Z. Zone Z. Sector Z.
Say okay.
Peppy.
Cat. Where'd you go?
Cat. Come back, cat. Okay, a fairly good run, I would say. Alright, so made it to Sector Z, W5, which was what we wanted. Let's go ahead and create a suspend point here. And unfortunately we're out of tackling fuel, so we're going to get a refill. Be back in about 5 minutes, Wolfkin. Stay tuned. And we are back, and we are also out of focus. Unfortunately, that's not something that I can fix myself, but it'll auto fix. Whatever the case, I decided to go with a Weltenburger Kloster's Anno 1050, which simply reads year 1050. This is a Marzen beer. And so, what's a Marzen beer, you might ask? Well, you might have heard of Oktoberfest and that festival that happens in late September in Germany. Marzen beers are essentially Oktoberfest, except they're called Marzen. So, you might ask, why does a beer that is designed for the Oktoberfest Beer Festival, which theoretically happens in October, but it actually happens in September, be called a Marzen? Marzen, a word that more or less means March beer. Well, that's actually when the barley is actually harvested. And so you have a March harvest, hence Marzen, and then you ferment for, March is the 3rd, October is the 10th month. So you're fermenting for about 7 or so months, at which time the beer is ready. Marzens are from Germany, where they have strict laws about making beers. Some of my favorite German beers are German Pilsners. They're actually more or less the only Pilsners that I drink, simply because of their far more subtle hop character than the American variants. But I certainly do enjoy my Marzen flavors. As opposed to Pilsners, they're actually more amberish, maybe orangish, translucent. As you can see, they have a nice head on them. As with most German beers, they have a nice set of esters to complement the flavor experience. Marzens themselves have a very rich caramel flavor, and they're generally light in comparison to other darker beers. I don't know that it is the reason, but I like to think that it is the reason that they are light, simply because you're supposed to drink them like water during the Oktoberfest festival. Here's hoping to return one more time before I expire. Fang and ale. Memories. Okay, well, let's go back to our adventure. As you will recall, we are attempting to do a run of all the difficult planets in Star Fox 64, and we just made it past Zonas, which means that we will be moving on to Sector Z, a location which I actually haven't touched probably since my youth. Ever since I started playing Star Fox 64 on the Switch, I actually have never hit Sector Z, and it's probably because of that searchlight requirement in Zone S. So here goes nothing.
The enemy army is gunning for you. Be careful.
They weren't gunning for you
Don't worry,
before.
sir.
Now they are gunning for you. Now. I like this specific level because the Great Fox plays a far more interesting role. We're essentially trying to defend it.
Enemy approaching from the left. We'll gladly take this one.
I think you have to take this one. If you don't take it, well, that's it for you. Where's my map? Wow.
Nice. Welcome.
And I believe the only requirement here is to make sure that Great Fox doesn't get hit by one of the large missiles. Oh, nice. One more gold ring and I should have a nice safety net.
Get this guy off me!
There they go.
Woo! That was
The one problematic thing about these all-range areas is that you don't actually know where the golden rings are. I believe that they're actually dispersed at random in the enemy fleet. And I just skipped everyone. There they go. So if a single one of these missiles hit the Great Fox, it's a failure.
Missile coming from the left.
Okay. There it is.
Missile 1 is heading for Great Fox.
But when can I hit it?
Here it comes. Take care of the guy behind me, Fox.
Nice. Took out one missile. I think it's 4 missiles in total. I'm not 100% sure.
Your father helped me with that too.
Get it before the next cutscene. Yes.
Shoot, he's right behind me.
Just do a flip, buddy.
Gee, I've been saved by Fox. How swell.
Maybe you should be thankful, buddy.
Missiles 2 and 3 approaching.
2 and 3.
I'm heading for the missile now.
Please do something helpful.
I won't let you get away from me.
Okay, there's one of them.
Fox, this guy.
You know, this is not the priority boss.
Right behind me. I can't see. Missile approaching. Distance 50.
Okay. Let's see, we gotta get on top of this
I
guy.
won't let you get away from me. There's one down.
Okay, anyone needs help? Cat!
Are you gonna hug all the fun?
Cat, can't you go bother
I
someone
wouldn't
else?
dream of it.
Let me help you out.
I can't shake this guy. What's taking you so long?
Are you also in need of
I've been
help?
saved by Fox. How swell.
Jeez, everyone.
Help me like that too.
As in just generally saved your life?
6 approaching.
Cat, where are you?
Make way for Cat.
So maybe it's more like 6 missiles in total. Let's all go against the missiles, please. Let's work on it. Okay, so Cat's got 1 maybe.
Time for a little payback. Missiles approaching. Distance 50. One missile down.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Tip you for that. You owe me, Falco. You're on your own. Good luck, little man.
So charming.
Rob, is everything okay?
They're fine. They're fine.
That was a close call. We've got the bad guys on the run.
I don't know that that's a fair interpretation of what just transpired here. We're about to enter Area 6, and that's a slaughter, so I at this point, I doubt Peppy's gonna make it to Venom 2. Which, just as well. Not really, but we'll take what we can. Metal? Metal? Oh, that just means completion. I think that just means it was the first time I completed that one. Okay, so make one more suspend point here. I think we are doing okay here. Alright. Let's keep this party going. 2 more planets left to complete our objective.
It's almost over. We're in your debt. Come back in one piece, Fox.
Will do, General.
It'll be a piece of cake. Okay, so this one is crazy. There's far too many things shooting at you, and I think it's the area that is most reminiscent of bullet hell.
Do you copy? Emergency maneuvers! Too late. Game over, pal.
Game over. Okay. Lots of shielding, lots of shooting.
Venom air defense zone. Everybody stay alert.
Take mines ahead.
Go through the middle.
Bogey behind me. Am I getting slow?
You're not getting slow, you're getting old. I know because I know. These bases are worth lots of points, and if you're trying to get a medal, definitely go for them.
Hold still and let me shoot you.
Wow. Worst of both worlds. Didn't get either item and just smashed myself into the base. Fly, fly. Where did that come from?
Incoming enemy missile!
Shoot him down. We're being marked.
Are they the same missiles? Okay, one of them got hit, I think.
Did we get him?
Not yet, sir!
They're on me. I'm getting careless.
Or.
Sorry, guys.
And there's Peppy.
This one out.
I need a charge because I'm not gonna make it. That's not helpful, guy.
Those tin cans are no match for me. I'm looking forward to this.
Come on. Not that hard.
Hold together.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
They've broken through the first line.
That was a nice 180. And there they go.
We're gonna break through that fleet.
Actually, I remember that actually getting a medal on this particular planet is not as hard. As long as you do have those hyper lasers. So you can see that I'm not trying that hard. Or I'm not doing particularly well, but I'm very close to that 200 mark, which I believe is what's required to get that medal.
There! Whew! That was too close.
Location confirmed. Sending supply.
Thank you. Probably one of the last bombs I'll see in this game.
The last line has been breached.
I just need to make it with my hyper lasers. I don't think that ship was defeated.
Deploy it now!
Appreciate it, Livy Doodles. Thank you for the vote of
Enemy ahead! This one's
hope.
different.
It's not a vote of courage.
We were so close to that.
Anyone who is watching this, just remember that this is the one that goes with that rainbow laser that, in my mind, probably causes seizures. So don't
Enemy shield analyzed.
don't watch too intently once it starts firing. Okay. And so here I am spanning both my barrel roll as well as my lasers. Fan of Star Fox, I'm assuming. Hopefully you didn't just randomly tune into a channel that said retro. I can't discriminate. I am sorry. Slippy just enjoys that carnage. You score run this game and make software for it. That's impressive. I'd like to be able to digest that thought, but I'm on the run. I think the medal count for this particular stage is 250, so I doubt I'm actually gonna... Okay, here we go. Don't look. Jeez, okay. I think I was hit once. Here's hoping that my hyper lasers made it out. Okay. Okay, they did. Okay, one more time with the balls. And that was poor. That wasn't great. Wow. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay though. The objective of this run was actually just to go through all the hard route, which is all the planets on the top route, if that makes any sense. Which is something that I haven't accomplished yet since I started playing again with the Switch. Not really a very lofty goal for seasoned Star Fox 64 players, but you know what? This is just a casual playthrough. Worst case scenario. Okay. Before we do this though, let's create a suspend point. That's how badly I need to cheese this. I didn't even get to choose a planet, but I guess I wouldn't have been able to choose a planet regardless. Okay, where are you guys? Where are you? I remember you were supposed to... And that was pointless. Pointless. Now, if I recall correctly, if you let these guys hang out enough time, they're just gonna destroy your teammates. Which, you know, just makes it that much more difficult on you. Wow, okay. And I think my biggest enemy in this particular stage is not Star Wolf itself. It's actually those pillars that I constantly ram into. Jeez, okay, flip, buddy. What are the chances of me finding those golden rings at this point? And this is the biggest issue, coming in here without enough buddies. There's not enough targets on the field, and so they start targeting you.
Hey, nice aircraft, guys.
That's not what I meant to do. Guys, where are you?
Location confirmed. Sending supplies.
This is really starting to tick me off.
Okay, one of them is down.
This is really starting to tick me off.
Will we make it? That was ridiculous.
This is really starting to tick me off. Hey, what's the big idea?
You look the same, buddy. You look the same.
Get this guy off me.
Okay. And so... Did it not? Ah, jeez. Love it, love it. I don't have my boost gauge to do a barrel roll at this point. Okay, now we do. And of course they do the same exact maneuver. What is the point here? We're all just doing loop-de-loops around each other. And there it goes. Wolf O'Donnell down.
There's one more to go. You're not welcome here.
I didn't realize 3 of them were down. Oh, come on, just flip.
Hold together.
Let's go. Where are you? Okay.
You're not welcome here.
Let's go.
Give it up. You can't win.
That was ridiculous.
Hold together.
And it flips, and so I flip. Where did it go? Oh.
You're not welcome here.
Andrew Oikani, probably the least capable of the team. Of course it does that.
Hold together.
What are you doing to help me, buddy? Ah, I could have used that.
I'll go it alone from here.
You know what, let's create a save point here just in case the route that we run into is not particularly ideal. Could have used that. And okay, so really the main reason why we're saving here is because we still have the double lasers, but health is gone. Health is not good. What's the best route through this? I forget. Unfortunately, there's a delay here, so I'm not gonna... I can't actually wait for input. Let's just forget that left-right is not ideal. Left, right, left. Okay, was that left, right, left? There was one more input there. So actually the thing that kills me in this fight is just the suction. Here's hoping that I've learned something. Left, right, left, right, right. Thank you for the suggestions there, though. Why? Okay, there goes my wings. There goes the wings. And thus, the rest of this fight is essentially moot. Ah. What a pain, what a pain. Okay, so if we stay on this corner, okay. Clearly I didn't even need to brake for that one. Can I get repair wings? Oh, of course not. I don't know, the hitbox on these things is kind of maddening. It's like they have a psychedelic filter on the whole thing. Alright, let's load that suspend point. Let's go with a right, left. See, what's the worst that can happen? I just need some energy, guy. Just some energy.
Know that I control the galaxy. It's foolish to come against me.
One extra life. That is definitely not what I needed. Alright. Aim for the eyes. Nothing is gonna happen until I get rid of those, Okay, so maybe if I keep shooting at the eyes, it might be okay. Nice. I didn't know you could actually do that. Could I have learned something after 20 or so years of doing this thing? Okay, so... Wow, one hand destroyed. Still no energy though. What? What? That came out of nowhere. Okay, so I will try that path next time. Left, right, left, left, right, right. Okay. What a drivel. Jeez. How maddening. Okay. And now just stay away from the vacuum. Which would have been easy enough that first time had I gotten any sort of a warning. Ah, it's so much easier without the hands. But here I am at a take a single hit and you're dead kind of thing. Alright.
Only I have brains to rule my life.
My ship keeps sinking. Just like the horse in the never-ending story.
You show your true form.
Okay, so I'm going to assume that we're not going to make it here. This is going to be more of a acclimatizing attempt. And so the idea is to get around the ice, start shooting them from the back. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's just try to get around these guys. Where are they? Where are they? Okay, one of them is down. So this part might actually be slightly less difficult. Maybe. And two eyes are down. And so the objective here is to hit that medulla oblongata. It's gonna teleport at some point. Still at very edge of death here. Edge of Death, a Chrono Cross reference. Ah, that's not working. Get out of the way, get out of the way. Okay. Once it gets you in those tentacles, you might as well just give up. Went right through it. which is nice. Andros is like, I designed this arena, 4 corners. Don't break the. Okay, let's go left, right, left, left, right, right. Go to spend point. I forgot about that.
I've been waiting for you, Star Fox. You know that I control the galaxy.
Okay, then a right.
It's foolish to come against me. Now you will feel true.
Okay, and then left, right, right. Wow, okay. I guess you were right on the money. Thank you very much, Livy Doodles. Certainly in a much better spot than I was just a few minutes ago. Okay, so let's go back to the eye strategy. No lasers. Ah, hit the hand, buddy. No. What am I doing with my life here? I don't know that. Jeez. Well, I appreciate the. Okay, let's try this one more time. Clearly, I need some more fuel here. Oktoberfest. Oh, anything you can offer would be wonderful.
Waiting for you, Star Fox. You know that
So left, right, left.
the galaxy. It's foolish to come against me. Now you will feel true.
And then left, right, right. And you know what? Just so that I don't have to repeat this, I'm actually suspend pointing here. If we have to cheese this game to beat it at this particular juncture, then so be it. Why did I do that? Okay, whatever. Try throwing a bomb in his mouth when he tries. Well, I just ran out of bombs. But thank you for the tip. It's actually nice for him to do that because it gives me time to hit the hands and then focus on the eyes. Maybe take out the right hand first, right from my seat. Okay, nice. We might be okay here. Okay, here we go. I appreciate the willingness to help, though. You can't help the helpless, though. And our last go at all range mode. So let's run for a bit. Thank you. You are too kind. Clearly you have not seen the plights of this channel long enough to understand. This is not speculation. This is history. Okay, so just gotta get around these eyes. The lightning tethers. That's the one thing that makes this particular part of the fight slightly different than most dog fights. It's just the fact that these chains actually, you have to avoid them just as well as much as you have to avoid the eyeballs themselves. So gotta get a big enough loop around here. Where are we, guys? Where are we? Seriously. Okay, that's one down. Beautiful. Okay, so name of the game is get that cerebellum. Hopefully without getting knocked into those tentacles. And really this is more of a war of attrition because he will start transporting if I smash that cerebrum a bit much. It really is just about aiming properly. Get away, get away. Okay, too close. And once you're too close, you're way too close to those tentacles. Unfortunate though. If I ride high, I might be able to avoid these though. Try pressing the zoom out button with C up. Should help you even better. Hey, that's not a bad call. Let's see how it works out. What ends up happening here is that is actually a much better perspective. Okay, friend. Wow. Out of the way, buddy. The fear is real here. Oh, come on. That was unavoidable. What just happened? Okay. Somehow I retain. What is happening? Okay. That was unusual. Let me know if you've ever seen anything like that, because I certainly haven't. I just need to make a big enough of a circle to actually get around it. And not hit its tentacles. If I stay high, I'm guessing it was because it was out of bounds.
If I go down, I'm taking you with me.
Thank you very much. I appreciated all that advice. That actually worked out. Okay.
Don't ever give up, my son. Father?
I don't know about you, but
Follow me, Fox.
this particular discussion just always gets me right here.
This way, Fox.
So as long as we got our wings, this might be doable.
Never give up. Trust your instincts.
Wow, okay. We're out.
You've become so strong, Fox.
Very touching. Cheers to you, my friend.
That's our leader.
We might not have gotten any new medals, but we made it through all the hard planets in the Lilat system, so I think I'll take that one. I'll take that one. That's what I want. And I guess we're just watching the credits just so that I can enter my initials. But yeah, Libby Doodles, thank you very much for the help today. You said that you played this game a lot. Have you actually played the 3DS reissue? I don't know what you call it. I've only ever played the N64 version. Is it any better? Would you recommend it over the original? I was really sad when my 3DS broke because I still wanted to play. I see. Gotcha. Yeah, I've never touched a 3DS game, but I always wanted to know what they made different there. And I know that Star Fox Zero is more or less a retelling of this particular game, and I own it. I've just never played it, along with 50% of my Wii U library, which is in itself another sad story. I also don't think you can get any better than the voice acting in this particular entry. If you happen to see any of the other streams I've done on this game, I more or less can recite them by memory. Unfortunately for all my viewers. Wow, so how's that battery holding up on that cartridge? I know those don't last for too long, and
Star Fox, we are in your debt. I would be honored to have you as part of the Cornerian.
Oh no, sir. We prefer
Nice, good to
doing
hear.
things our own way.
Great Fox is ready to go.
It's time for us to go now.
I've always wondered what the idea behind the ceremony was. They told the Star Fox team, you know what, show up to our conference, we're gonna award you with some stuff. And Rob64 just like, hey, we gotta go. and thus, let's get out of here. I would say at the very least it's a faux pas, but what do I know? And of course, Great Fox still in one piece after our antics in the Sector Z. How often? In terms of these days, I would probably play it 1 out of every 3 times I do my retro stream. The other retro games I'm currently playing being Super Mario Bros. 2 and Donkey Kong Country 2. In terms of back in the day though, all the time, pretty sure I got medals on all worlds and then went on to, hard mode, expert mode, and got, more or less was in the process of getting all medals at that point. And then my favorite, honestly, my favorite stage is still Macbeth.